Welcome to the first episode of the Within Shadow Whale Devlog. Not a secret that last 2 years were not easy, unpredictable, lots of plans were ruined, but at the same time a ground for some new stuff was built. So that's how the project was started. Story takes place in the late Middle Ages, beginning of the Renaissance, a few decades from the moment when the group of scientists were able to extract energy from the blood of very rare people to create the first mechanism upon the technology. That unique blood was called liquid light, a straightforward name since the blood was filled with sparks of pure, golden light. And many years later was found the way to adapt technology to generate energy with a combination of special chemical compounds and the sunlight processed with some sort of solar panels. Construction of those panels, as well as devices driven by energy of light, was extremely difficult and even more extremely expensive, so the spread of the tech was pretty slow and mostly limited inside Capital Island, but at least that invention stopped the depletion of liquid light carriers. And then the veil of shadow covers the island, cutting it from the rest of the world, slowly draining the strength from the ever-living being. 10 years later, the young lady managed to break through the veil and reach the shores of the island to uncover the cause of the cataclysm, and so began her adventure. Let's dive into the details and start with a quick look at the first level blockout. That was the first area of total 8 that the game world contains. Despite being close one to another, the mood and the level structure will vary a lot. But for now, I will focus on the first one, where the story begins. Eliza, the hero character of the game, not only the owner of the unique device, but also the one who can actually use it because of the special blood that runs in her veins. The gadget, once created as a tool, in rough times turns into a weapon. Number of side characters will appear in the story, but I will not tell you anything about them to avoid spoilers. Some of them will remain in a secret till the very end. You know, every story should have her own secrets. Let's go back to the blockout level and I will talk a little. If you want to make God laugh, tell him about your plans, but I couldn't resist and created a new one. So, my plan for devlogs is simple: showcase the process of demo level creation, blockout, concepts, environment art and characters, props and visual effects, animations, and a pinch of gameplay, of course. Mood of the game will be dark, not horror, more in the way of the Soulsborne game series, but just a mood, not a gameplay. Oh yes, the gameplay. That's a classic adventure game in its basics. A bit of fights with a strategic usage of abilities and gadgets, some riddles and area exploring for supplies and side stories that would help to understand and to feel the world, how people managed to survive in such place during all those 10 years. No plans for crafting. As a maximum, I can go in the way Naughty Dog did in their The Last of Us, very limited number of crafting assets. We will talk about it as well as enemies and combat systems in another video. I think it's too much for today. Main stake on the story, good and deep visuals, and nothing should take away the focus of the player from it. If it does, it will be removed or remade, simple as that. There are two key visual features that I want to implement. First one is the shadows, a sort of dark fog that is constantly in motion, creeping in corners, from cracks in the walls or covering the whole ground in certain areas of the world. Shadows are intelligent creature. Essence, it's an enemy, not a physical effect. They are draining life from every living being, no matter if it's small grass straw or human. Question is the time needed for the total corruption of a subject. Second feature is the visual transformation of the environment. During the progress of the player, corruption will be slowly removed from area to area. World that was covered in darkness for so many years will see the light and colors again. Some plants will come back to life, some will die forever, and some new one will grow instead, right in front of the player's eyes. But the restoration process is not so fast. Flowers will recover in a minute or so, much more it will take for a tree. From desperation to a visible hope, that is a desired mood that I want the player to feel while moving through the story of the game. That's all for today. There are a lot of things to show and talk about in the future, and I hope to hear your thoughts and feedback in the comments. I really do. And that's basically the main reason for the devlog. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode.